The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff and management of WWDB TV.
Whether she's walking the red carpet or doing interviews, you'll find her with celebrities and all the latest news. She's here, she's there, she's everywhere, she's always on the go. So sit back, relax, and get ready, 'cause it's the Corey Taylor Talks Show.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Corey Taylor Talks, live from Las Vegas, the #1 teen talk show. I am so excited about my guest today because she is so beautiful and so talented, and I've known her since she was a little girl, and now she is already growing up to such a beautiful young lady, and as I said, just incredibly talented and wise beyond her years. So we have Miss Destiny Salas with us today. So hi, Destiny, how are you?
Good, and you?
I am great, and like I said, I'm very excited to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, of course. And I want to talk a little bit about how we actually met. Your uncle is Mr. Joe Lujan, who we are very good friends with in this, and he absolutely just adores you, and you are his little princess, and you guys work together for so many things because you're just so talented, and I mean, especially for such a young age, you are just kicking butt and taking names, so you should be so proud of yourself.
Thank you.
And speaking of which, like I said, you have already done so much stuff. Why don't you tell people about some of the movies that you've done?
Well, I started off when I was little, and I started Amen 1 and 2. And then I moved up to Faith and Grizzly and Sisters. And I moved up to a feature film, which was a Telephobia and Immortal Wars 1 and 2.
That is so cool. And you actually, in the Immortal Wars, you play the younger version of the lead role, Tricalypse. So how is that doing feature films?
It's good. It actually feels awesome.
Yes. And I think it's cool you get to work with Joe a lot, so because he's such a good uncle. Do you like, so is that what you want to do? Do you want to become an actress? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would like to be on, like, Disney Channel and Nickelodeon.
I think you'd be really good at that. Yeah. Because, as I said, you've already done so many different things, and you've even done a few modeling campaigns already and stuff. I mean, and I had to say you are just absolutely beautiful too.
Thank you.
and you dress so pretty. I love the little dress that you are wearing today.
Thank you. I like your outfit as well.
Oh, well, thank you. And we also have the same hair, which I am very excited about. I had to copy you because I just always had to keep in touch with what you're wearing. So, but no, I just think you're awesome. And what's so cool is you're not you're still a normal kid, and you still go to school and everything. So let's talk about school a little bit. Do you like school? Do you have a lot of friends there? How is school going for you?
School is going good. I actually have a lot of friends.
Oh, good. So you're super popular, I guess. They're probably all excited that you're a big movie star. Do you like, so what's your favorite subject at school?
I like to do reading.
Oh, reading. That's cool. And why do you like reading?
'Cause, well, I get to read, and I like to read, like, Harry Potter. And different action books.
Oh, cool. So you're into action and fantasy and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And so you like Harry Potter? Who's your favorite character from Harry Potter?
Harry Potter and Hermione.
Oh, really? Those are good ones. I think they're the two really good ones. But I like Hagrid. I think he's my favorite just because he's kind of crazy and silly. But I like him. But those are really good series. And what's your favorite Harry Potter book? Because there's so many.
The third one.
The third one? That's awesome. So you like reading. That's a really cool thing. I got to be honest with you. When I was a kid, I wasn't like a huge fan of reading. And so I think that's a really great thing that you're into reading because it will help you so far in life, and especially with your acting. Yes. So what types of films do you want to do in the future? Because you, like we said, you're doing so many already. So what types of films do you want to work on in the future?
Probably like a couple like of action movies because I love the Immortal Wars one that we did.
Yes.
So probably action.
Yes. And what I'm really excited about is we can't really talk much about what it is. We can't say the title or anything, but we finally get to work together. And we've been in the same movies before, obviously, but we never got to physically work with each other. But we finally get to this time. And that will be, we'll be filming it very soon, hopefully. So I think that'll be so cool. I'm excited to finally get to work with you.
So am I.
Yes, it's going to be a big honor. And you got a really big part in it, too. So it's going to be super cool. I'm excited about it. And so, like you said, you were in the Immortal Wars, which is a huge success, and people just absolutely adore it. If you could be either a deviant or a superhero, what would your superpower be?
My superpower will be probably floating.
Oh, floating?
Yeah.
Do you like flying above everybody?
Mhm.
Yeah, I would think that'd be cool because you'd be like Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Where would you fly to?
Paris.
Oh, Paris! How cool! I think I never been there. That's a good answer. I think that'd be very pretty. You could fly right over the Eiffel Tower, especially because it's not that high, so it'd be probably easy to fly over. And what would your deviant name be?
Super Des.
Super Des. I like it a lot. I like it. That's a cute one. That's a perfect one.
Thank
So
you.
so you wouldn't try to hide your identity then?
No.
So you wouldn't wear a mask or anything like that?
No.
I agree with that. I think, first of all, I don't think they even work. And I think they get more in your way because they're blocking your view and everything. So I like it. And I think that's a really good power, too. I'd probably pick flying, too. I just think it'd be fun. Mm-hmm. But yeah, but that's cool. And what type of stuff do you like to do besides going to school and doing movies? What type of things do you do?
Well, I actually got a horse for my early birthday present.
Oh my
so
gosh, that's
I
awesome.
like doing barreling. I'm starting barreling.
Wow. And what's your horse's name?
Millie.
Millie? Oh, I bet she's beautiful. Is she brown?
Mhm.
Very cool. And so like barreling, you said?
Mhm.
That's, I gotta tell you, I think it would be really scary to ride a horse. I've ridden horses, but just like on a little ride or something. I've never done actual barreling or races or anything like that. So you like doing that?
I got scared at first because I was just experiencing it. So
Yeah.
once I started going around the barrels with my horse, I got used to it. So
That's awesome, Destiny. You're braver than me because I would be terrified. So do you work with her a lot then?
Mhm.
Yeah. And so you're out here in Vegas right now. Do you miss her? And what's cool is you're working with Joe out here, and you're doing so many things. In fact, last night we just had the director's cut of the 2 Rust films, and you helped out with that, and you did lots of signings at the Immortal Wars and everything. But do you miss your family and everything?
I do, especially since my mom's by herself at home.
Oh.
I actually miss my dog Zeke.
Oh. What
And
type of dog is he?
He's a bulldog.
Oh, cool. That's so cute. I love bulldogs. Is he a cutie pie? Yeah, but Millie, I bet, misses you a lot, too.
Mhm. I also miss my sister, even though sometimes she goes crazy on me. I still miss her.
Yeah, no, your little sister, too, she's really talented as well, and you guys worked together a few times, too.
Mhm.
So are you guys alike, or do you get along, or what's your
Wow.
relationship with her?
That's a big thing. Well, so we're totally different. She's more like the crazy one, and I'm the quiet one sometimes. But since like I'm out here with my uncle and it's just me, I'm more like Bella, and she's probably like me right now.
That's true.
So
you guys are probably like, you just don't see it when you're together. No, but I think that's great. And you know, like I said too, when you were younger and stuff, you were so shy and quiet. But I think it's awesome. You're letting your personality come out, because you have such a great personality, and you're so funny, and truly everyone just loves you. So I think it's awesome, and I think you're doing great.
Thank you.
Yes, and I also want to talk about how you stay so positive, because I'm sure people are jealous of you at school and everything, and I'm sure, like you said, you have a lot of friends and everything, but I'm sure people are jealous of you too, that you are working on such big films and you're so talented, and your film just hit Walmart. I mean, that is some really big feats, and so I think it's so cool that you're overcoming, I'm sure, being bullied and having to deal with mean people, and I think that's a really cool thing. Because I was bullied a lot as a kid too, so I understand. Especially when I started getting into films, people really, really bullied me. So you should be proud of yourself and be happy that you're doing so good, and just forget all of them, because they're obviously not happy with themselves, because you are doing great things. So, but I think we're actually going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back and we'll talk more about everything you've been doing. So stick around.
Crazy Terry here with your car care tip of the day. Today's tip's about tire maintenance, how to check a tire, how to fill it properly. Okay, so as we can see, we've got a low tire. We probably saw that a month ago and said we'll fill it, but like everything, we let a day go by. Next thing you know, we got a problem. Properly check a tire, remove the valve cover, got a tire gauge, simply put it on there, and it'll read the pressure down at the bottom in PSI, pounds per square inch. We can see here that this is so low, it's barely reading. It's probably 10 pounds in it at best. So how do we properly inflate it? Well, we're going to need an air chuck. Go down to the local store or come by the shop. We'll use this tool to inflate it. And that sounds like that's all we need to do. But we need to know how much to inflate it to, because overinflated is just as bad as underinflated. We can look at the tire, and on here we're going to find a cold pressure rating rated in PSI. And it's going to say anywhere from 32 to 80 pounds depending on the vehicle. We'll want to find that so we know the maximum inflation cold. We're going to look until we find the load rating. And here we find the maximum PSI is 44 PSI, pounds per square inch cold. We don't want to fill it any more than that, but we don't want to underfill it either. We want to fill it to 44. So it seems like checking the air pressure is no big deal. It's not. It's really simple to do, but we want to make sure we got the correct pressure. How do we find that? Let me show you. We open the door and we locate the sticker. It's usually right here. It could be down on the lower rocker, but it's on the driver's side. And after we look around, we'll see right here it says 35 PSI. That's the pressure that the tire requires that was sold with the vehicle. But if you change the tires later to a high-performance tire, mud and snow, or anything else, look at the cold pressure on the side of the tire to make sure you're properly inflated. This could be 35 today, but we get a performance tire, it's 44, 45, or even higher. We'll want to make sure we're inflating the tire properly. A couple of things you're going to need if you're checking your own tires: tire gauge and a rag, because you are going to get a little dirty. If you don't want to do that, I don't blame you. Bring it to the shop, we'll check it for you. We'll do a whole inspection on the vehicle if you like. We'll check the tires, make sure you're safe. This can save you a lot of time and keep you safe. Crazy Terry here with your car care tip of the day. Thanks a lot.
And we are back with Corey Taylor Talks, and once again we have the beautiful Miss Destiny Salas with us.
Thank you.
And Destiny, why don't we talk a little bit more about your film career? Because how old are you now?
I'm 10.
Oh my gosh, I'm jealous, because I didn't even start film acting until I was 12. So that is so cool. And we already went through some of the movies that you've done, but let's talk a little bit more. We talked about your sister and everything. And you actually did a film called Sisters, which I think is perfect, and your sister was in it with you. And it's an award-winning short film as well. So how was that working with her and doing that, and what was the whole process with it?
Well, it was fun, and on some of the parts it was scary.
Oh yeah.
Because she was playing the human, which was my sister, and I was a ghost.
Mm.
So right now we're probably going to shoot part 2 of Sisters.
Oh, I think that'd be great. Yeah, so are you excited about that? No, that'll be fun. And out of all the films you've done, do you have a favorite one?
The Immortal Wars.
Oh, that's a good one. I think that's a pretty good one. Yes, and that just hit theaters, or not theater shelves. I mean, it sold out in almost all the Walmarts. It's sold out on Amazon, Best Buy, Target. I mean, that is really incredible for you to do that. So, and I think you made the whole film too. Myself, I think you did.
Thank you.
And you're in Vegas right now with your Uncle Joe, and he's actually been really cool, and he's been taking you around to so many different places. In fact, I want to talk about, you were just at American Idol Live, correct? And a couple really cool things happened for you. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
So my mom surprised me and my uncle with American Idol Live tickets. And while we were waiting, and there was two people right next to us, and they said, "Who's your favorite?" And Journey and Michael were my favorite. Well, during one of the songs, Michael came off the stage and was walking around, and I gave him a high five, and he came back and gave me a hug.
Oh, that is so cool.
But even though that was the best, Journey wasn't there, and but she would probably do the best as well. And Gabby, I was singing one of her songs, and my uncle actually posted it, and the next day we woke up and she shared it on her post as well. And she said, "Thank you for the support, and we're just there to give support for them as well."
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I mean, and that's really cool. She did. She reshared your uncle's post of you and shared it to her thousands and thousands of followers. And I think it's because you're so cute and you did so good.
Thank you.
No, but that's cool. And you got a hug from Michael. So I mean, those are really cool things. And I want to tell you, you just stand out so much from all the other kids. And you're so beautiful and you're so talented, and you're just amazing, and you're such a sweet girl, which I hope you always keep, because that is very important, and that's the only way you're going to go far in life. And you're just so sweet and respectful, and that's really awesome. So you should be proud of yourself and your parents for raising you right. And so let's talk about the future. So like you said, you would love to be in Nickelodeon or Disney. If you could work on any TV show, what would it be?
Probably Ellen DeGeneres. She's funny, and I love watching her. So.
Ellen's great. So do you watch her all the time then? Do you have a favorite interview that she's done?
I have to say all of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
I also want to talk about, we have a very similar artist that we love. We love One Direction, correct? I just found this out, and I was like, oh my goodness, I finally found someone that's like me. I love One Direction. Did you get to see them on tour before?
Yes, when I was little.
Did you have fun with that?
Mhm.
Oh, that's awesome. No, and she did an interview with them a couple times, so I think that's awesome. I love Ellen too. I think she's great. And if you could redo a movie and make you the star of it and have a co-star, what film would you do, and who would be your co-star?
Probably, I don't know.
You might be do a Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Yeah. And then you can even make you the star, and you could be Harry Potter, but they can make it as a girl.
Yeah.
I think that'd be something cool. I think that could be something in the works for sure. Who would you pick as your co-star with you?
Britney Spears.
Do you like Britney?
Yeah.
Britney's great. Have you ever seen Britney live?
No.
Well, I'm sure you'll see her soon. She just left Vegas, unfortunately, so that sucks. But she is touring, so I'm sure you'll see her. I'm sure she'll invite you to go see her, too, and meet her backstage and hang out with her. So I'm positive of that. But that's awesome, Destiny. And so is she your favorite artist out of all of them?
So I think I like Drake.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah. But I think that Britney Spears is my second best. But first will have to be Demi Lovato.
Oh, Demi, that's awesome. Yeah, Demi's really cool. She seems like an awesome person. Yeah, and I mean, so you have kind of a different taste in music. You listen to everything. Is rap your favorite, or pop, or?
Well, it started off with my dad. So when I'm like, we have a road trip together, we would start singing hip hop. And my favorite song is "You Don't Matter." "You Don't Matter to Me" by Drake and featuring Michael Jackson.
Oh wow, that's a cool mix. That's cool. So you like everything. Then you like Britney, you like Drake, you like Demi. So, and you like One Direction, obviously. Who's your favorite member of One Direction?
Harry Styles.
Do you like his new music too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Niall the best. So at least we don't have to fight over them. So that's a good thing. But no, that's awesome. And so you, like we said, you're out here in Vegas and you're working on a new film with Joe, and we're working together, which I'm excited. Are you getting ready for it, or are you practicing? Are you doing your lines and everything?
We're practicing.
Yeah. So what is your process of getting ready to do a film? Because I'm sure a lot of people would like to know.
Reading.
Yeah.
Reading it. Yeah.
Do you just kind of do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think that means you're super talented when you could just be thrown right into it and pull it off amazingly. So I think that's a pretty cool thing myself. And I'm sure a lot of kids can look up to you and stuff. And are you going on social media at all, or are your parents not letting you do that yet?
Wow. I got on Musical.ly.
Oh, that's cool.
And so far it's some of my friends, and that shows me like that I have support.
Yeah.
So
that's all. What type of songs do you do Musical.ly to?
Everything.
Yeah. Do you work with your family at all with it, or your little sister, or is it just you?
My sister does it.
Oh, your sister does it with you too? That's cool. So it's like a family thing. And I have to say too, not only are you a great actress, but you're also a great singer, because you just did karaoke as well. And you were amazing. And you did, like you said, you did so many different songs. You even did a few songs I've never even heard of. You have good music taste. And you were a beautiful singer.
Thank you.
What's your favorite song?
I think my favorite song is Lost Boy.
Yes, and you did that, and that was beautiful too. In fact, didn't you even perform it in front of your school?
I performed Lost Boy for a talent show in front of my whole entire school, and and I also sang Lost Boy at the mall for modeling.
Oh wow!
And when I was little, we had a performance of Dr. Seuss, and I play Horton, and I had to sing in front of the whole entire audience.
That is so cool. So did you like doing it? Were you scared to do it, or?
At first I was, because it was pure parents down there, and I was like, are they gonna like it? Am I gonna throw up by accident? Until I got finished with it, I was excited and I went crazy. So.
That's cool. So I bet you did amazing. And I bet it is scary, especially performing in front of people you know. So I bet it was super scary performing in front of your whole school. But that's awesome that you did it, and I'm sure people loved it. Because when we were watching it at karaoke and you were singing it, I was like, holy crap, she is doing amazing. I mean, you were just phenomenal. Especially, I tried to sing when I was little. I wasn't good at it. So I think it's awesome that you're so talented at it, and you're doing really, really good.
I started singing. We had this little cookout at my grandparents' house, and my grandpa was cooking, and there was a Britney Spears song going on. So I started singing, and everyone was at the gate videoing, and it went on Facebook. And I didn't know that happened until I looked back at the end of the song. Everyone was clapping for me. I'm all, no, stop it.
No. See? But you're super talented, and everyone knows it. So that's so cool. So where can people keep up to date with everything you're doing? Is it with Joe, or what are you doing?
It's with Joe.
Yeah. And then soon, I'm sure, with a million other people.
Mm-hmm.
And so people can just follow Joe and Carcass Studios and everything and see what you're up.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're older, eventually, I'm sure you'll get social media and everything. But Musically, too. What's your Musically channel?
My Musically is, hold on. It's Des, D-E-S, Sal 0810.
Perfect. So then people can follow you on there and keep up to date with you there. Well, very cool. Thank you so much for being on, Destiny, and I am so excited to work together with you very soon.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, of course. And you've been so great, and everyone please go follow her on Musically and, of course, Carcass Studios and Joe, and so you can keep up to date with everything. And we should be supporting the youth because, I mean, you're the new future, and you guys are already so much better than the other generation. So everyone, please go support her and follow her. And she's doing amazing things at such a young age, and she's such a good-hearted soul too. So
thank you.
Yes, of course. So please go and follow her, and thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, never give up, always believe, and you will achieve. Thank you, and God bless.